This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, good evening everyone. Yesterday we are talking about access specifiers. We have four access specifiers in Java. Right? Who are those? Private, default, protected, and public. If we declare any member as private, they are accessible only within that class. Just a minute. Right? So we understood four access specifiers. They are private, default, protected, and public. Public as the highest visibility, protected as the lowest visibility. Sorry, private as the lowest visibility. Because if we declare any member as private, it is visible only within the class. If we declare any member as default, the member is visible within the class and also within the package, but not outside the package. If we declare any member as protected, they are visible within the class, within the package, and also outside the package, but only in the case of is a relationship. That means inheritance. If we declare any member as public, they are visible within the class, they are visible within the package and also outside the package. Right? So for that, we write like this. Okay. So who is having the highest visibility here? That is public. Right? Who is having the lowest visibility here? Private. When I compare to public and protected, who is having the lowest visibility? Protected. Who is having the highest visibility? Public. If I compare protected and default, who is having the highest visibility? Protected. Who is having the least visibility? Default. If I compare default and private, who is having the higher visibility? Default. Who is having the lower visibility? Private. Right? Yes. So now, if I stand here and if I start walking towards private, what is happening to a road? It is getting narrow. Okay, if I start from private and I walk towards public, what is happening to a road? It is getting widened. Okay, so we call this as narrowing, widen. Okay, if the member is private, if you make it default, it is widening. If the member is default, if you make it protected, then it is you are widening, means you are increasing the visibility of the member. If the member is protected and if you make him public, then it is widening. If the member is already public, if you try to make it protected, then it is narrowing, means you are decreasing the visibility. Understood? So got an idea what is meant by widening and narrowing? If you decrease the visibility of the member, it is called as narrowing. If you increase the visibility of the member, it is called as widening. Clear? Now let me take class A class B. Void M. So void M. So what are we doing here? Overriding the method M. What is the access specifier in the class A for M? Default. What is it in B? Default. Now let us see will it compile or not. Let's create the package. Here also we can create class A void M void M. It's compiling. Now what I do, I will make it as private. See, it is not compiling. Let us see what it is telling. Cannot reduce the visibility of the inherited method from A. It is telling, boss, see, what are you doing? The member is default. You are making it private. Means you are narrowing. You are narrowing. So, while method overriding riding the method can be increased, widened, but it can never be decreased. Okay, while method overriding, the visibility of the method can be widened, but it can never be narrowed. Got it? I'll just okay. Example, if the parent class method is default, the over method in the child class can be what? Default. Clear? See, it is working. Or let me check. Can it be protected? Yes, let us see. So it was default, we are making protected. That means are we increasing the visibility or decreasing the visibility? From default to protected, that means it is widened. Okay, or we can make it as what? Protected or even public. Public. Okay, why? Because from default to public it is widen. Okay, this is one of the rule for method overriding. Whenever we are doing method overriding, the visibility of the method can be widened, but it can never be narrowed. If the parent class method is declared as protected. So now let me make it as protected. See what happened? I'm making it as default. Parent class method is protected. Okay, and I'm trying to make it default. I'm narrowing. This is not going to work for us. If the parent class method is protected, the overridden method, okay, in the child class can be what? Protected or public. It can be widened. See, it can be protected or it can be public, but it can never be narrowed. It can never be narrowed. Next, if the parent class method is public, the overridden method in the child class can be okay, can be only public. Okay, you can't change it. Okay, because public is the highest visibility. Okay, here also it should be public. If you make it protected, it won't work. Why? Because you are narrowing. Okay, if the parent class method is public, while overriding the child class method also should be public. Clear? Now interviewer will ask, what if the parent class method is private? Then you should tell private members cannot be inherited because private members are visible only within that class. Okay? Private method cannot be inherited, hence we cannot over okay, we cannot override them. Clear? Okay, guys. So, do you have any confusion on this? Understood, everyone? Clear? Okay. So now testb.java. This is one of the file. .java file. Allow class A. How many classes can I have? Okay, because class A and B are already created here, so it was giving me error. So now tell me how many classes I can create in .java file? We can create n number of classes in a .java file, but that is not a good practice. Okay, in industry we should create only one class in one .java file. Okay, as we did yesterday. A Java file can contain n number of classes inside it. Okay, a .java file can contain a number of classes inside it. Okay, now what I will do, I will have classes. See, it is not going to compile. Why? Because in a .java file, there can be only one public class. We cannot have more than one public class in a file. In two different files, fine. Okay, but in one file, we can't have more than one public class. Okay, let me remove. It is working. Now let me remove even this also. This is also fine, no issue. But the crazy thing is here. Now I will make C1 as public. It won't compile. Do you know why? Because if you name any class as public, the file name should be the name of that public class. File name cannot be different. If there is no public, then no issue. If you are making any class as public, then the file name should be same as the class name which is declared as public. Okay, file name should be same as the class name which is declared as public. Contains any public class, then if .java file contains any public class, then the file name should be same as the public class name. Okay, if .java file contains any public class, then the file name should be same as the public class name. Okay, now I will declare the class as protected. Is it working? No. A class can never be declared as protected. Okay, I'll make it private. Is it working? No. A class can never be declared as protected or private. But a class can be declared as default. See, this is the default access specifier. A class can be declared as public. That is allowed. A class can never be declared as private or protected. Clear, everyone? Any doubt on this?
Little confused about the second one, like if a Java file contains any public class, then the file name should be same as the public class name.
Yes.
So
It's very simple. I'll make you to understand. Now tell me, does your test.b.java contain multiple classes?
yes,
Is it having any public class?
yes,
What is the name of that class?
test B.
Yes. Then your file name should be test.b only.
Okay, I
Okay.
got
Now,
it.
now tell me, is your file containing multiple classes?
Yeah, it does.
Is it there any public class?
No.
No. Your file name can be any class name. No issue.
Okay,
Okay. Your file name can be c1.java also, or b1.java also, or a1.java also. No issue.
okay.
Okay. Does your file contain multiple classes?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any public class now?
Yeah.
What is the name of that class?
C1
What is the file name?
test B.
So what does the rule tells? If a .java file contains any public class, then the file name should be same as the public class name. So your file name should be same as C1. Then only it works, or else it won't work. I can change it now. See, I'll go, okay, refactor. Can you find where is refactor? Yes, refactor, rename C1. See, now it is compiling. Got
Okay.
it?
Yep. Thank you.
Good. See, these are the rules, these are the things which we never do in the industry, but in the interview they will ask. In industry, there is no concept you go and create two classes in a same file. Okay, that is not a good practice of coding, so we don't do that in industry. But in interview, they will ask, is this possible? Is that possible? Just to understand how good you are in syntax. Okay, clear everyone, guys? Any doubt on this? Okay, so we understood the axis specifiers, so that we have four axis specifiers in Java. Now, now let us understand the concept that yesterday we also understood about the import, right? So java.lang is the default package going to be imported to each and every .java file. If you want any other class need to be used from different package, we need to write an import statement, right? So now, guys, let us consider a college library. Okay, so we have a different trackers. So this is computer science. Okay, so we have a computer science tracker, mathematics tracker, social tracker. So now, if you go and visit this tracker, what we can find? Computer science related books. Okay, this tracker contains only what? Computer science related books. This tracker contains only what? Mathematics books. This tracker contains only what? Social books. So do we have one computer book or multiple computer books? Multiple computer science books in tracker 1, multiple mathematics books in tracker 2, multiple social science books in tracker 3. Yes or no? Right. Yes. So what is happening here? There are multiple books kept in one place. So this is one of the concept in Java. We call it as array. Array is nothing but collection of multiple values of same type under one reference. So what is happening here? Multiple books of same type are kept in one place, right? In array also, multiple values of same type will be kept in one place. Okay. So now we shall see how to declare an array. There is a syntax. Data type, variable, new, size. Okay. Int a is equals to new int of 4. Do you know what happens? Now 4 memory spaces will get allocated and A will be the name of my array. And each memory space has a name. It is 0, this is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we call these as index. Array index always starts from 0. Now, if you want double type array, can give like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it gets created like this. Understood how to declare an array. If you want to store 10 values, then take an array of size 10. If you want to store 10 characters, then take an array of size 10 of character type. Okay. Now, 0, 1, 2. Now, you want to add a value to a index. So what you can do, a of 0 is equals to 24. So 24 gets added here. A of 2 is equals to 19. So 19 gets added here. So next, if you tell A of 1 is equals to 15. So 15 gets added here. A of 3 is equals to 9. 9 gets added here. Okay. Then if you want to print, you can tell system.out.println A of 2. So you'll get the output as 90. Similarly, you can tell A of 0, A of 1, A of 3 like that. Clear? Fine. So adding the elements to array and retrieving them. Let us see that now. There is no rule that you should put it in an order, okay? Wherever you want, you can put it. We have to see 19 is coming. Similarly, if you want to print here, so we are able to print all of them. So instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 different SOPs, so what we do now, for int I is equals to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Okay, so I will be from 0 to less than 4. That means 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So system.out.println a of 0, then it will be a of 1, a of 2, and a of 3. Clear? So we are getting all of them. Understood? Do you have any doubt on this, guys? Okay. See, there is one variable called as length. Length is a variable which returns the size of an array. Which returns the size of an array. So what we can do is instead of 4, we can tell a dot length. So a dot length returns the size of the array. Clear? So array size is what? 4. Clear? Now if you want to size 5. So now you can load 5 elements to your array. Of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can retrieve it. Right. Clear? We are getting those elements. Understood, everyone? See, we have one more loop called as for each. We can retrieve the array elements even using for each. Let us see. So we have a syntax for that. For colon array or collection. Okay, so this is the syntax of the for each. Data type, variable, array or collection. For data type, double, because you are having the array of type double. So you can take array. We can just print E. Clear? So either you can go with for loop or a for each loop to retrieve the elements from array. Clear?
How do you remember so many things?
Means
Yeah, so many different syntaxes, so many things, rules.
oh, that one. Okay. So that is going to come once you do a regular practice. It's not like one day you will get everything.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a practice. So you will be knowing like how we can retrieve the array elements using for we can do that. Similarly, for each we can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So keep on
Just
practicing.
a
Right using for
question.
loop, right using for each.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, just a question.
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Just a continuation of her question. Like, we have done so many classes and gone through so many details. So the beginning part is starting to fade a little bit. Do you have any suggestions how to keep them refreshed at all times so that we can catch up on classes every day?
Correct. Good. So see what will happen with respect to any thing that we are studying, right? So we start from the beginning and we start moving towards the end. Once you start moving towards the end, we start forgetting what we started in the beginning. So most of the time it happens like that. So to avoid this, what you should do is whatever has been done today, you have to practice today only. When you are practicing tomorrow, just brush whatever has been done yesterday and tomorrow. Okay? When you are practicing day after tomorrow, you should the main concentration is on that day's topic. Along with that, spend around 10 minutes of time, okay, about the things whatever done in the previous class. Just brush up. You don't need much time. If you just turn the pages, you'll come to know okay what has been done there, what has been done here. Okay. And once it comes to a weekend, so at that time, what you should do, even though you have brushed every day, in the weekend, you should read everything from the starting till the ending on that day. Even though you know, you might be knowing, but still you should read from starting till ending, not brushing. That day you need not to brush because every day you are brushing. On weekend, you should read it again. Okay, so on the next week, day one class, what you should do again, you just brush all the highlighted points, whatever you just noted on the weekend, and then start preparing for the current day's class concept. So, like that, if you do, you won't forget. But I'll tell you what most of the people will do. Today, I did variables. You people become very expert. Okay, so tomorrow I will do some other concept. What you will do? Variables. No, I know. It is very simple. Why do I need to brush? Okay, I am very much expert in that. you will neglect it and you will read the day concept only. So then what happens? I will go and I will do another topic. Similarly, what you will do, you will neglect it. That is simple, this is simple, this is simple, this is simple. Okay, why? Because see, when you are listening to today's class, you will feel this concept is okay, I understood, I understood. Until you practice it, okay, you can't tell that you have understood it. See, by look and feel, yes, guys, we do understand. Clearly, when someone is driving, right? So we'll think that hey, driving a simple gear change, simple turn right, turn left. Yeah, that is only the gearing is. Sorry, driving is. Yeah. Even someone is doing in gym, right? Especially in gym, 5 kg, you will feel, hey, 5 kg, I can lift aramse. But when you go and do it, you will understand what is the pain of it, right? So by look and feel, we feel it is comfortable, but exactly you will feel the comfortable once you practice it. So by look and feel, nothing will work out. Okay, you have to practice. Clear? Then only will understand it. Got it? So you can't like just think that you know it until you practice it. That's why from the day one, that's what I'm telling. Please practice, please practice, please practice. So that will give you a confidence. Hey, I know that. Yes, I'm pretty confident on it. Because you have revised it. Once you have revised, yes, you will get more confidence on it. Got it?
Thank you. That, yeah.
Yes. Even now that time is not past, but still you can sit and revise all the things, whatever has been done. Mark the points wherever you feel difficult. Okay, so in the class, you ask me, I will help you out in that. Okay, so now let me create one more class. Main method. Like, vocab, I, C. Okay, so whatever we have loaded into array, we are getting it. So now, see guys, when I create the size of array, there is only a index from 0 to 4. Now I will try to access the fifth index and I will try to load. Is it giving any error? No, no runtime errors. Sorry, compile time errors. Now let me run it. What are we getting? Array index out of bound exception. Whenever we try to access a non-existing index of an array, we get array index out of bound exception. Okay, whenever we try to access what? Non-existing index. Whenever we try to access a non-existing index of an array, we get array index out of bound exception at runtime. Clear? Example. Yes.
I got a simple question. So
Yes.
for the character, I know we are assigning the value, we are using single quotation.
Yes.
So what do we use for string value? Is the single quotation or double quotation?
Double quotation. For string, always double. For char, it is always single.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to have a string, it's like this. Okay, s of 0 is equals to Raju. S of 1 is equals to David. S of 2, John. Single. For string k colon yes and k. Okay, here if you put single quote, it won't work. It will tell you, boss, why are you using single quote? Single quote is used for character. Okay, so single quote is used for character. You should use single quote for characters. For string, it should be always a double quote. Clear? And if we do vice versa also, for character, if you would have used double quote, it won't work. It tells it is string. Okay, it should be single quote only. And this single quote should contain only one character. If it contains two characters, again it won't work. Clear? Got it? Got it, or do you have any other confusion?
No, I got it. Just want to make sure. So character type data can have only one character. It cannot have more than one, right?
No, yes.
So if you have more than one, that it will convert as a string. Is it?
It won't convert. It won't. It give you compile time error.
Okay.
See, this
But
is a character, right?
mhm.
If you give double quote, it is telling it is a string. It is not going to allow you to take two characters. Only one character at a time.
Okay.
Okay. If you want string, then you should give it in a double quote like this. Then it works.
Okay.
Okay, and you can't store this into a character type variable also. Okay,
Mhm.
you can store it into a string type variable.
Okay. So data type has changed because of the value.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, next. See, to declare an array, there are different types of syntax. First syntax is data type, variable, new, data type, size. This is one way. There is another way. Data type, variable, new, data type, size. There is another way. Data type, variable, new, data type, size. Any one of the way you can follow. The square bracket can come after the data type or before the variable or after the variable also. Clear? It's left to you. Whichever the way you want, you just go ahead and take it. Okay, no one can stop you by this. Okay, no one tell you, hey, why you are using this syntax, why not that syntax? Okay, any way you can use. So either use this one type, second type, or third type. Okay, and you can give the value 1, value 2, value 3, dot dot dot, like this. Yeah, either you use 1 or 2 or 3, means like this. Data type variable is equals to value 1 comma value 2, like this, as many number of values you want. So this is called as direct initialization of the values to an array. Directly you can initialize the values to an array using flower brackets. Clear? That we shall see. And do like this. Here, see, using for each we can hit it. Okay, so this is like directly initializing the values to an array. Okay, this can be done. Clear? Any doubt on this, guys?
So it's clear, but I have a question. In here, the array size is not fixed. So if you want to add more values later on, you can
Yes.
add value.
Yes. Can keep on array. Here we are not giving the size. That is a different syntax. See, this is another syntax.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, now we are printing the array elements. Right? Someone will tell, hey, print the array elements in the reverse order. Okay, now let us see that. Okay, so someone will tell print the array elements in the reverse order. So what we should do? First, we should print a of 3, then a of 2, a of 1, a of 0. Till now, what we were doing, we were printing like this: a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. So now it has to be printed in the reverse order. So what we should do? For int I is equals to 3. I should start from where? 3. Then I should go till greater than or equal to 0. Then what should happen to my I value? Minus minus. See here, 3, 2, 1, 0. It should keep on decrementing. So then I will tell system.out.println a of I. First time a will be 3, I will be 3, a of 3. Then I will be 2, a of 2. I will be 1, a of 1. I will be 0, a of 0. Clear? Understood everyone? Printing the array in the reverse order. Now you don't want to write this 3 as hard coded. So what you will get? A dot length. What is the value? 4. Then tell minus 1. A dot length minus 1 will give you what? 3. Clear? So if you just tell a dot length, it will be becoming what? 4. A of 4. There is no index called 4. It will throw you array index out of bound exception. Int I is equals to m dot length minus 1, then are equal to 0, I minus 1. Clear? So we are able to print the array elements in reverse order.
But for a direct initialization, you don't have the length. So how do you do when you don't have a length?
Can't hear you, Vivek. Sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Can't
we
hear
could
you.
not hear you.
Now? Hello?
You're breaking off.
Hello? Is it? Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So here, by default, it will calculate the size. See, for example, you are filling the items into a bag and you are giving it to a compiler. So
Okay.
compiler will count how many items are there in a bag in this scenario.
Oh, okay.
In this scenario, you are telling to the compiler, see, compiler, to this bag, you can keep only 5 items. You can't keep more than 5 items.
Right.
Clear? So compiler will be knowing what is the capacity of the bag. If you don't give the capacity, compiler will calculate what is the capacity of that bag
Okay.
or how many items are present inside that bag.
So that m dot length will be adjusted accordingly. How many ever are there?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Length will always give you the size of an array,
Hmm.
clear, or number of elements present in an array.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. write a program to load integer values into array and print only odd elements that are present in array. Okay, write a program to load. So you should be loading the integer values like 5, 6, 10, whatever. Okay. Five integer values into array. Print only odd elements. So in your array, if there is any odd elements, you print it. Write a program to load to array and print only the numbers elements that are okay. So load some integers to your array and print only the numbers which are divisible by 3 and 5 both. Okay, you have an array. I will give you one element. You should tell me whether that element is present in your array or not. So you write a program to find the largest element in an array. Smallest element in an array. Order. Okay. I want you guys to work on these examples. Clear? Fine. Do you have any doubt on any of these questions? You can ask me.
Can you please explain me the question number 3?
Okay, for example, so there is an array, right? Here there is an array. I will give you 12. You should tell me whether the 12 is present in this array or not. Is there a 12 present in this array? No. You should tell me 12 is not present in the array. If I give you 10, key, okay, you should check in this array and tell me whether 10 is present in the array or not. Is the 10 is present? Yes. Then you should tell 10 is present in the array or the key is present in the array. Got
Thank
it?
you. Yeah.
Any other question, guys? Okay, guys. Thank you then. So we shall catch up tomorrow. Okay, and we shall continue with the further topics. Okay, we are left out with very few topics. Okay, fine. So we have left out with exception handling, collection framework, wrapper classes, files, and threads. Okay, so the things are almost done. Yeah. So please make sure practice everything. Okay. So don't forget to practice. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.